Okay, YouTube family, I just did a video about your great leader, Shedeur Sanders and Andre Schmitz. When he missed the field goal, Shedeur hugged him. But this is the second part of the video where I want to just go off with nothing scripted, more of a freestyle. I mean, all my videos are freestyle, but none where I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be someone you can watch with your grandmothers and kids. I'm gonna still make the video like this, but I can't stand the fact that I didn't see the media call out Dillon Gabriel for not hugging this kicker. Isn't Dillon Gabriel above Shedeur on the depth chart? That was something I've always noticed in football. Depending when the kicker missed and the severity of the situation, you're supposed to always encourage your guy. Do I get mad as a fan when the kicker miss and I want to go out my mind and just, you know what I'm saying? The anger and the rage there? Yes, correction, that's there. But where is Dillon Gabriel? Where is Joe Flacco? Those two guys who the media kept tropping up as better than life. You cannot fool the people of Cleveland. So I'm here to tell Dillon Gabriel that nobody wants you in Cleveland. I'm going to be honest. I already spoke on the leadership qualities. If you guys want to see that video, it's very professional. Go check it out. I just uploaded it. This is a different video where I get the flex. Nobody wants to see the lollipop guild scrub quarterback who could. You people looked at Kevin Stefanski putting him in with actual starters and second strings, and they made him look good. We actually got to see this guy perform with the first string during actual training camp, during actual preseason games. And one thing about him, he breaks. Is Dillon Gabriel accurate? I've always said he's accurate. Who didn't say he's accurate? You think he really would get to play for three top universities like University of Central Florida, Oklahoma, Oregon if he wasn't accurate? I got news flash for a lot of you douchebags. Majority of the NFL quarterbacks are accurate. Even Anthony Richardson is accurate. Guess what's the problem with Anthony and Dillon Gabriel? The mental focus. The confidence. When they're getting certain blitz packages rushed at them, they don't get time like in training camp to properly throw a ball and get that spin looking nice. When you actually have guys who are 400 pounds and can damn near run 4.5, 4.6, your heart is beating faster. Your brain doesn't have time to process the information properly. I know they think they have high IQ. There's a difference from nerd book high IQ like me, because I'm a proud nerd from the hood. I'm not going to lie about that. I encourage my kids to be a nerd. But it's a difference from regular life nerd and then football on field nerd. Myles Garrett, that's a nerd. That's a guy who can process the information of the offense and execute his style of breaking through the offensive, trenches, which is trying to block him. He has certain spin moves, certain footsteps he has to do all in sequence to get to the quarterback. That's a high IQ. Dillon Gabriel breaks down at any given minute. You don't want that to represent your franchise. I'm not looking at Dillon Gabriel to see if he can throw the football or not. He's been throwing the football all his life. He better damn sure know how to throw the football. What I'm looking at is how can you counter a mistake you've just did? One thing about Shedeur, he was getting sacked all day with cab drivers. And 98% of the guys who are blocking for Shedeur are not on the team anymore. They got cut 2 days later. That speaks volume to what Coach Kevin Stefanski is doing to the guy. I just got a text by Dillon Gabriel. He said, DJ Blessone, I'm going to bring my representatives at you again. You guys remember when he sent his representatives at me? Did I take any of the videos down? I think he wanted me to take this down. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Mush and Blend.
Yeah, bro. I really could be on Joe Flacco more, but let's just be real. Would Joe Flacco care if we call him out? Would Joe Flacco care if we process the information and look at what he didn't do as a leader? This is like his 21st year. 20 to 21 years of playing football. At this time, any team that was incompetent enough to name Joe Flacco their starter, you deserve any non-leadership qualities you get from him. So I'm not really trying to go off the back of Joe Flacco right now, because it's like, what do you expect from him? He's done everything in the league. He's the wrong guy to put in position as your starter. Joe Flacco is an insurance piece, but you don't start him, especially a team that's been losing for decades upon decades. So no, I'm on Dillon Gabriel. What makes you not wanted in Cleveland? The fact that you can't even stand on what you said. There are many people who don't like Shedeur Sanders. I don't know how much exists in Ohio, but they don't like Shedeur. They would have loved if you stood on your grounds when you said this.
Yeah, I think it's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that. And my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing. Of course, we're doing this mid-game, but you know, it's something that I'll get used to, and just want to be the best team that I can and create an environment where we can all go do our best work. That's all we want to do. Yeah, I think
like, you guys already know how I felt when he threw those slights and jabs at Shedeur Sanders. And by the way, look on the field who's not next to Shedeur. Usually the quarterbacks are standing next to each other. You don't see Dillon Gabriel next to Shedeur Sanders, but we know the answer to that. And shout out to Shedeur when he responded to that scrub. But I did like when I seen Dillon trying to defend himself. I was like, oh, this dude is spicy. Okay. Dillon Gabriel is extra spicy today. He woke up feeling spicy today. And what he did the next day when I exposed him and them videos went viral, the next day, Dillon Gabriel, he didn't double down on it, y'all. He coddled back and reverted back into the, you know, the scrub we know he is, the scrub he's always been. See, that's the problem between corporations. I'm not going to call Cleveland Browns an NFL organization. They haven't been that in like 4 decades. We're going to call them a corporation. When you're saying you want your company to be successful, then how are you going to take care of all the employees you have, including the football players, when you got guys like Dillon Gabriel out there who's just wasting space and wasting time? If he's so good like you say he is, why not name him the starter? No, because if he's not the starter, what are we doing here? We know how the Cleveland Browns organization feels about Shedeur. They don't like him. They've been stopping every trade that's been thrown at them. Why not let that young man leave so he can go live his NFL future somewhere else, because he's too good of a gold that you guys have? The Cleveland Browns organization has struck gold. Shedeur's jersey is top 5 in the NFL, not amongst rookies only, amongst all NFL players. He's top 5. He just made the cut for number 5. We know Ian Rappaport was hating on Shedeur and saying, oh, the prime equity doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. We know about that. But you can't get over the fact that Dillon Gabriel is not wanted in Cleveland. You've never seen a Cleveland fan group went out their way to cheer for him. Hell, the players, kids don't even look for Dillon. The kids of the community doesn't even look for Dillon Gabriel. What high school has called the organization of Cleveland Browns and told Jimmy Haslam, we need Dillon Gabriel down here right now? The school is going crazy. It's absolute pandemonium because we got Dillon Gabriel. Not a word, not ever, not no one ever. Nobody wants that guy over there. So I just wanted to do one of them videos that speak truth to power that's not being talked about. What is Dillon Gabriel doing over there in Cleveland, bruh? He's not wanted. All the hype that people tried to hype him up against Shedeur, even those people let it go. Because although they hate Shedeur Sanders, their football knowledge can't keep embarrassing them to defend this scrub, this lollipop guild. No, bro. I could not like a football player and still give them props without bringing up another scrub quarterback. That's why I said 80% of the people who watch football don't watch football. They don't understand it. There's only 20% of us that exists out there. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Blessone, the best one, man. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I